Bonjour, Emily Talpin, I'm System Ambassador in the US. Welcome back to the channel. Today, let's talk about how to get into macro photography if you don't have a macro lens, or let's talk about getting into doing even closer macro photography if you have a macro lens. So let's get started. A few months ago, Neewer reached out to me and they asked me if I wanted to try their Neewer LS40, which is basically a magnifier that will help you get closer to your subject and do close-up photography. And I was a bit skeptical because I have the 90mm macro. Why do I need this lens? But it's true that I do like the 60mm macro lens, one of the best lenses ever. But sometimes I feel like, oh, I wish I had something. Oh, and look at that little hoverfly that comes in. It's like it wants to have its photo taken with the 60mm macro and the LS40, I think. And what I was saying is that with the 60, sometimes I want a little bit more magnification, and this might be the answer. I know that some of you have been asking me, should I update for the 90mm macro? If you have the money, yes, it's a no-brainer. But if you don't have the money, then maybe the Neewer LS40 might be an answer and might give you that extra magnification that you're looking for. And at a teeny tiny price. It's close to $50. That's what this will cost you. It comes in a little box right here. You open it, and actually I already set it up, but what you're getting is basically this adapter that's going to clip on your lens, and then you're also getting this to magnify your subjects. And how it works is you just screw this to the adapter here, pretty straightforward, and then here it is. And now you can just clip this to your lens. So as I said, the 60mm is great lens, but if you need more reach, then just clip it and you'll be able to get that extra magnification. It works very well. I thought I would just go and show you a couple of samples. And remember, with the 60mm, if you want to stay at the 1:1 magnification, you just have to switch that release here, and now you will see it. It will appear right here on your lens, telling you that yes, your 1:1 ratio. It's written right here. And you want to stay in manual mode, because if you start pressing and asking your camera to focus for you, then there's a chance that you're going to get out of that 1:1. So you want to be careful. And again, that's the indicator. So it will tell you if you're getting out of the 1:1. But if you need more magnification, you have subjects that are smaller, then just adding this will help you out. Also, if you don't have a macro lens, but you really want to try macro, then you can add that to a lens that is not a macro lens, and that will help you to get closer to your subject and get more detail. Neewer said that you can add it to fixed lenses with a 40mm focal length, so the equivalent of a 35mm lens if you are not a macro for third. And it's compatible with Canon, Sony, Nikon, Fuji, this DSLR mirrorless camera. Now, this is a 37-52 lens adapter. So you have to be careful, because the Neewer LS40 43mm HD macro adapter is not going to fit on all the lenses. Once it's on your lens, it's pretty stable, but I'm super clumsy, as you know, so I didn't bump it and it fell on the ground, and I thought that's the end of it. There's no way that thing survived, but it did. Just a few scratches, like here, but nothing. Super well protected. So I was quite impressed by the quality and how strong it was. I mean, obviously don't drop it. It's not made to be dropped, so you want to be careful with how you use it. But I was honestly pleasantly surprised. So to me, You can see in the samples that's with the 60 millimeter. And now this is with the 60 millimeter macro, and by adding the adapter, that's how close I can get. And remember, when you're getting those shots, either shoot with like a f/18 because you really need a lot of depth of field to make sure that you have most of your subject in focus, so as much as you should have. Otherwise, you will have to start to do focus stacking. When you do this, I highly recommend, if you can, having a flash and a diffuser. I'm actually using this 60 millimeter macro with my AK diffuser and my FL700. And I'm also adding this. It fits very well. I had zero issues, so I highly recommend it. To me, it's something that can fit in my pocket. That's very easy. It's not as big as the 90 millimeter macro, and in certain circumstances, it's gonna work very well. I'm very happy if I wanna go very light. But is it gonna replace the 90 millimeter macro? No, it's not. Obviously, the 90 is an excellent lens. It gives me way more flexibility, but I am impressed by this LS40 by Neewer. I honestly was not expecting to actually like it. I thought it was going to be very gimmicky, but it's great. I don't see, any vignetting in the corners. The quality is very good. So I recommend it if you feel like you want to have more magnification, but you don't have the budget for it, then this is a great solution for you. Oh, and Neewer also include a little cloth to clean your lens, which is really nice. So, they really have a little carrying bag that they include. They thought of everything. I think it's very well done, and it's very nice for us customers. So I hope this review was helpful, especially if you don't have a macro lens and you're looking at getting into macro photography but don't have the budget, or if you have the 60 millimeter macro and want even more magnification, then this is probably a good thing for you to try. Also, talking about macro, well, there is only one way to really improve your macro game, is to go out and photograph. So I've started to do a vlog, and every day I'm out and I'm taking photos, and you can see what I'm photographing every day. So if you go into my shorts, I'm also going to put the link below to the playlist. You can go and look at all those vlogs every morning. It's been really fun to do that, and it pushed me to go outside and even do more photography, and then push me to edit straight away, which is a very good exercise. Highly recommend it. And also, I've started to put on more macro workshop. I have one that's coming up with Lisa Kuchara in Portsmouth, New Hampshire on August 14th. And it's gonna be just the morning. It's $2.99. You got 4 hours with Lisa and I in a garden in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And then we're gonna go out for lunch. Lunch is not included. You have to pay for your lunch. But we'll be there, and you can ask us any questions. We'll review some of your images. We're going to keep it to a low number of participants because we want to make sure that you get as much as possible with this workshop. And that's just one of the workshops that we're putting on. We are going to add a couple more, so stay tuned. But if you're interested in signing up for this workshop, we already had a couple of sign up already as I'm releasing this video this Sunday, so don't wait. This is the link below in the video description if you want to sign up. And if unfortunately it's already full, then just stay tuned. I'll be putting on more workshops, especially in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and this is the link also to my website where you can sign up for future workshops. And I also do one-on-one with you that I'm offering. You can do 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You can also hire me for a private lesson as well. So don't hesitate. I can't wait to help you out, reach your goal with your photography. And until then, thank you so much again for all your support. If you're not a subscriber and you still want to help, just click on the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when my videos are coming out, and I will see you next week. Until then, happy shooting. Au revoir.